What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH. Britt really needs to listen to Jason when it comes to Peter. Like, she needs to listen to Jason. She needs to listen to her mother. Both of them have warned her about Peter. And Obrecht literally said the same thing that Jason said, that Peter's not to be trusted. He's only going to use her. And Peter proved both their points today. And I think Britt is seeing that what Jason and Obrecht are saying is definitely true about Peter. He's gonna use her, and when he no longer has any use for her, he's gonna throw her to the wolves for his own gain. That's exactly what he's gonna do, and he's already doing it. Here he is. No sooner than Jason says all this, Peter shows up to the office. He shows up to the hospital and asks Britt to basically access her files and walk away from the computer so he can look it up, claiming that it's for a story. That's him using you because you can't do that. You can't look at confidential medical files. You can't do that. Um and he's so dumb because he thinks that she doesn't have history on her computer. She can see what you logged into, like what you were looking at. So as soon as he left, she noticed that he was looking up Franco's medical records. I'm like, bro, throw Peter ass away. Just go. Like, he's literally trying to cover this. He's continuously trying to cover this shit up. And even Jason said it. He can't cover this up forever. He's gonna slip up at some point. It's gonna be some type of evidence that links him to everything that they're accusing him of. You can't keep covering every minute. You can't no. Eventually it's gonna all start to unravel, and that's what it's currently doing. You can't just keep doing that. And Anna is pissing me off because she knows that Peter's guilty of a lot of shit. She know it. She saw the files. She knows that they can connect him to the gunman that tried to take out Andre and Franco. She knows this. And yet she keeps trying to cover for him. Like, I get that she thought he was her son or whatever, but even still, like, you're so hot on justice, but yet you're letting him get away with attempted murder and everything else. Anna done lost her damn mind. Son or no son. Take his ass down. You can't just keep sitting there covering for that man. I'm worried about Britt. I am, because I hope they're not trying to kill her. I hope they're not. Like, I really hope not. That would just be tragic. Because I love Britt's character. I loved her since she first came on the show. Even though I ain't like the way she was bullying Sabrina when she first came on the show, but I love Britt. Like, she's a compelling character in my opinion. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. I am so pissed that Anna's getting closer and closer to figuring some shit out. Because the last thing we need is Anna finding out that Obrecht was released from WSB custody and her stopping Dante or Obrecht from revealing the truth about Peter. That's the last thing we need. But then again, maybe, hopefully, Franco will remember something. Hopefully. Um, because he keeps hearing Peter in his head telling him to be Drew Kane every 5 minutes. So hopefully, he'll remember something significant enough to where he can go to Jason or go to the cops, to Maxie, and tell them something, even though I don't think Maxie's gonna try to listen to anything anyone has to say anyway. Um Hopefully. I really don't understand what Liz is going to talk to Jason about. Like, what are you going to bitch to Jason about now? Like, please tell me she's not going to Jason, oh, don't kill my husband. No. If Jason wanted to kill Franco, he would have done it already. If he really wanted to. I mean, I understand Liz for being pissed off about Franco going to see Jason to basically tell him to kill him. Like, that was a stupid move. I understand he was nervous about his tumor turning him into the old Franco. I get it. But that was still dumb. So I don't blame Liz for being pissed off about that. But her going to see Jason, I'm like, for what? If Jason wanted him dead, he'd be dead. And Jason has far bigger problems to deal with right now than Franco. Franco is not even a blimp on Jason's radar right now. He's not worried about him. So Liz, you're wasting your breath. Go do what you do, but leave Jason alone at this point because you're wasting your time. He's not thinking about your husband, not at the present moment. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, Maxie continues to piss me off. Sitting there talking about, oh, we're naming the baby after Lulu. First of all, that name that they chose has nothing to do with Lulu. That's not Louise or whatever. First of all, that sounds like an old ass name. First of all, Se- oh my god. Second of all, Louise has nothing to do with Leslie Lulu. First of all, her name is Leslie. Louise and Leslie does not go hand in hand. I'm just saying. Um, so I don't see how they're doing that in her honor. But okay, I guess the Lou part is like Lu, but even still, it's like no. Um, Maxie pretty much gets the vibe from Dante that he still doesn't like Peter or whatever. Maxie, nobody in that town likes your man. Like, shouldn't that be a hint? Like, if most of the town don't like him except you, shouldn't that tell you something? Shouldn't that click? Like, obviously, if most of the town hates your guy, maybe that means something. Like, they don't just hate him because he's Faison's son. That's just a small little taste of why they don't like him. That's just a small little part of the problem. They don't like him because they know he's a snake. They know this. The only person who refuses to believe it, well, besides Anna, is Maxie. Like, you just refuse to see him for who he is. He's no good. But Maxie will find out soon enough. You should have listened to everybody in the town and cut your losses on him. And I don't blame Dante though, because Dante was like basically he just can't see Maxie with anyone other than Nathan, let alone his half brother. Which I do agree, because I feel like that's a little nasty. I hate when people get with somebody's sibling or something and have a child by it. That is just nasty. So that means your kids are gonna be siblings slash cousins. That's what in the Jerry Springer, Maury Povich is going on. Like, that's just some bold and the beautiful shit. That's nasty. Ew. Brothers, brother, sister, cousins. Like, that's ew. The hell do people be thinking when they do? I'm glad some of that. I mean, I ain't even gonna say that shit don't happen in real life, because it do. It does, unfortunately. But ew, that's just an ew. So what do you call your uncle or your aunt? Uncle, daddy, aunt, mama? Like, what do you call them? Like, because that's just weird. First of all, that's some weird, eh, weird, nasty. Mm-mm-mm. Just weird and disgusting. That is just nasty. And what is Dante doing? I'm just saying, isn't he supposed to be on some undercover assignment? Well, he's supposed to be on an assignment for Oldbreak, but he's not getting very far in terms of getting evidence on Peter. Like, I only seen Dante do like one thing to try to get evidence on Peter. Beyond that, I haven't seen him do shit. I'm like, Dante, where's the progress? I'm just saying. Um, Break into the apartment or something, do something. Because I'm like, you seemingly are not getting close to clearing Oldbreak's name at this point. So it's like, what are you doing? Um, So anyway, shit is definitely hitting the fan at the Quartermain estate. Alexis, Finn ran over to Alexis' house. Well, not ran, but he drove. He drove over to Alexis' house because he thought she wanted to go to a meeting. Of course, no, she doesn't. She's trying to clear her name in this DWI or whatever, DUI or whatever. She's trying to clear her name. Did I say DWI? DUI. DUI. Yeah, I'm slipping. So yeah, she's trying to clear her name and she's remembering things from that night, and she knows that Tracy basically tried to set her up so that way to keep her from telling Olivia about her and Ned. So they go to the Quartermain estate and all hell is just breaking loose at the mansion. Like, Ned is pretty much confessing to sleeping with Alexis, talking about he was drunk. Sam is usually her snarky ass self. This time I actually do agree with Sam. I mean, Ned, you're sitting there drinking at the bar with Alexis, getting drunk, knowing that she's an alcoholic. And he's sitting there, oh, I didn't know that she was drinking again until later. You're at the bar drinking with her, Ned. You're having a drink. Even if you don't know that she's having a drink, why are you sitting at the bar having a drink with her? No, you shouldn't have any alcohol. Like, she shouldn't even be in a bar. But my thing is, whether Ned was drinking or not, Alexis was still going to drink, so it didn't really matter. He can't control her. She's a grown ass woman. Um, Alexis pretty much tried to barge into the house or whatever and accused Tracy of setting her up. So Tracy had no choice but to admit what she did. That she did it to protect her son. Olivia was just totally disgusted by Ned and Tracy at that point because she felt like Ned was just raised in a house full of liars and cheats, and she's fed the fuck up. And I don't blame her. Like Olivia just cannot believe that her husband would betray her in that way, and she has every right to be pissed off. I mean, we all know that not Alexis, that Tracy's intentions were good. She wanted to protect her son, she wanted to protect his marriage, but the way she went about it was just all wrong. Ned is a grown ass man. He made a mistake, he did something. He should have just fessed up to it like Monica was trying to tell him to do. I wish Monica was there. Oh my god, I wish she was there. That would have created more drama. We haven't gotten a whole lot of Tracy Monica scenes this go around. We really haven't. I don't think we really seen much of them together, if at all. Which is weird. Like I want to see more of them before Jane Elliott takes her leave. Um, yeah, like Tracy meant well, but you just gotta let the chips fall where they may. Ned should have just been honest from jump. I don't think it was a wise idea for Alexis to want to speak to Olivia alone. I think that's a bad idea, and I think somebody should be there to referee because I have a feeling that a bitch smack might come in the form of Olivia's hand meeting Alexis's face. I'm just saying, so we might want to just keep them separate. Um, because I have a feeling Alexis may say the wrong thing, and that Bensonhurst and Olivia may come out. And we don't want that. We don't need that. We need them to be civil, but I have a feeling somebody's going to get slapped. And I have a feeling that Alexis is going to be the slappy. Well, she's going to be the one getting bitch slapped. And I can't blame Olivia if she do decide to go upside her head. She tried to help you, get you into a program, be kind to you, and all the while you slept with her husband. And on top of that, when you got drunk, you were sitting there being belligerent and rude and disrespectful. You deserve an ass whooping. I'm just saying, Alexis deserves it because this woman went out of her way to try to help you, and every time she was rude to Olivia, and all the while you slept with her man. They ain't gonna sit there and tell her focus on your marriage, knowing that you screwed her husband. You deserve an ass whooping. I'm just saying. And I would be highly pissed off if Ned tried to get mad at Tracy for trying to help his stupid behind. Because first of all, you should be happy that she even went to the lengths that she did to help you. That goes to show that yeah, it was wrong, but obviously your mother cared about you. She cared about you enough to try to help you a little sorry, but even though the plan backfired miserably, but it is what it is. You know, shit happens. I definitely feel Tracy should have stayed out of that though. She should have. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I will see y'all all later. Have a great day. Peace.